So I've been holding out for this one. I've been holding this in my quote-unquote inventory for as long as possible, as this hopefully is a banger as it was advertised. But we're going to look at a Zerg versus Protoss, or Protoss versus Zerg, depends on which side we are on. Although we're going to present the Protoss first. This is a best of 7 which was sent in by the Zerg player. So the Protoss popped up first. Let's do the intros. Doesn't really matter. We're hoping for banger games, as this is going to be around between like Diamond 2 and Diamond 3, something along those lines. Okay. Anyways, without further ado, the Protoss player in the top left side, kicking off this best of 7 here on Oceanborn, as our green Protoss representing the Ihan faction with this Nexus. It is going to be none other than Hayman. And his opponent, you see a familiar logo. You might have an idea who that is, but it is gonna be one of my good friends as the yellow Zerg player with the yellow drones. It is gonna be BALI. All right. Ooh. Oh, wee. Okay. Is this a 3-hatch before pool, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, it is a 3-hatch before pool. And wait a second. Ooh, I think that was a misclick. Either misclick or misplaced the cyber core. Might be one of the two cases. Let's see what the case is gonna be here for Hayman. Hayman just goes for a standard opener, while BALI is going for a bit of greed over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hayman tries to go for some kind of an adept push or something like that. So we'll see. As always, I am hoping for some great games nonetheless, so I'm actually curious over here. So let me just do one thing over here. I think I should remove these because we don't need them right now. I need to actually reposition this whole thing, so yeah, it's gonna take some time, because with the quote-unquote revamp of the design and everything, stuff has changed. So I haven't casted since, so I kind of forgot to look at the casting scene. Anyways, standard opener here on the side of Hayman with a Stargate, so that means it's going to be an Oracle, even chrono boosting it, so that means that Oracle is going to be across the map around, well, I want to say around 350, 355, something along those lines, if he decides to send the Oracle across. Let's see if it's going to be 2 or 3 Oracles, or if it's going to be just one, potentially into a Void Ray, then maybe into another Oracle. There's a lot of combinations. We also see Void into Oracle, single Oracle, yeah, a single Void Ray even. We also see some Phoenix, some double Stargate Phoenix shenanigans, but the standard would be to go into a Twilight Forge, couple gateways, and then Robo a bit later at around like 5:30, maybe 6 minutes, with a third base at around like what, 3:45-ish, something along those lines. But yeah, Hayman is going to open with a sentry as well, so he is going to be able to scout, as he is going to try. Wait, was the... Oh, he lost the Oracle. Oh no, wait, how did he lose the Oracle? Oh, he actually got... Oh, and this is not the right overlay. All right, happens to the best. I was like, wait, what the hell is happening? So 5 workers have been killed so far on the Zerg side, but at the cost of the Oracle, I don't think it's worth it. We're gonna have a hallucinated Phoenix coming across the map and trying to do something here. Well, off to a good start. Already missed the death of the Oracle. My bad. Gonna try to not repeat these mistakes, but happens to the best. Now BALI is going to move across with these links. He's going to try to force some kind of a deny, or at least some damage onto this Nexus. Beautiful placement here by the gateway. It's going to take up some space, and now BALI is going to try to actually go for the Stalkers here. We have a Void Ray out already, so I don't think it's going to be that great for for BALI here. Although, honestly, if it gets... Oh, doesn't get this second stalker. So, single stalker for a bunch of links that was not really worth it, I'm afraid, but it is what it is. Should we try the shift B? Do we have battle report? Nope, we don't have battle report, so we're gonna have the fortunate position to actually watch this whole thing unfold again. Anyways, oh, Hayman does not pay attention. It's not an A-moved Void Ray over here. I think it should have been an A-moved Void Ray, because it's going to matter quite a lot. It could have sniped 2 Overlords at least, if not more, I think. You could also just check the edges of the bases and just, you know, keep the prismatic alignment for a bit later when it actually matters, so to say. But yeah, nonetheless, this is good harassment from Hayman. I don't think you need to be that afraid from because of a queen. Ooh, nice transfuse. Okay, this is still good for Hayman, by the way. A bit of hesitation there, lost a lot of that HP there, but nonetheless, if you force a transfuse, that means that's 50 energy off of a queen. So you would say like, oh yeah, you committed kind of too much. You lost the shields, didn't get the damage on. Fuck transfuse, all that stuff. But transfuse is 50 energy, so it's going to matter quite a lot. Bailing speed is about to finish, and we have an infestation, so that's a fast... Ooh, that's actually a really good scout by Hayman. It's gonna see the Spire finish here. Beautiful stuff. As the hallucination runs out, the Void Ray has regenerated the shields. Could go for a couple more things as battery overcharge has to be activated across the map. Oh, there's triple sentry, beautiful force fields here. Hayman is actually trying to salvage whatever he can. The Oracle is also going to activate Pulsar Beam. There's actually 2 Oracles, one of them is out of energy already. Those 2 Stalkers should fall, and there's still a couple of links running rampant here. There are shield batteries everywhere, so it should not matter that much. Do we have Storm? We have no Storm. Not even started, but we have a Templar Archives because we already saw those 2 Templars, and now we're going to see a bunch of Phoenixes coming up. Now this is really important to actually see if there is a incentive to have Phoenixes right now. Actually, it seems like it is going to work out for Hayman over here, as BALI is going to try to waste time with this sentry. Oh no! Oh, that's really, really bad for BALI. He's going to sacrifice a couple of Mutalisk here. Already lost 3 mutas out of the 11 that he had. 7 more on the way. Actually, not even all... I don't think all the mutas were across the map, right? No, they were not. He would need a couple of Balings as well. I wouldn't mind a couple of Balings. And a bunch of drones. Now it's time to actually go across the map with the mutas. Try to fight the Phoenixes before there's too much in count, as there's no second Stargate. So Hayman doesn't really know if BALI commits to the mass air, so to say, if we can call this mass air. On the other side, we're gonna have Hayman with a additional gateway explosion. Actually, no, this is the initial gateway explosion. This is super late. 8.5 minutes in, we only have 5 gateways, so Hayman naturally does not manage to spend his money. Although, ooh, the mass muta coming in. There is a saving grace here. There is a cannon, so it's going to actually get a couple of these mutas softened up at least. But the problem is, he is actually wasting so much time destroying these cannons. I think you need to run with these mutas until there's like corruptors here, because the corruptors will be able to actually help out on those with those Phoenixes. Now BALI is expanding very nicely, and he actually had the good idea to make drones while he was attacking. I think he should have done this a bit earlier, but better later than never, I guess. Now the problem is, you would say like, oh, Mauzy is above 80 workers, like why is this a problem? Well, it could have been at 80 workers at around like what, 2 minutes ago, so to say. I think the first time around when he attacked with the mutas. Now that would actually net him more money overall in the long run. But yeah, it's not that big of an issue, I guess. Okay, Hayman is making use of these Phoenixes and the Graviton Beams, of course. Oh, but these Phoenixes are going to be softened up 100%. Okay, needs to be careful. Phoenixes shoot without actually the need of targeting, so if you micro your phoenixes well, you should be able to keep the distance between the mutas and the phoenixes, and also keep shooting constantly. That's another skill. It requires a lot of micro, so you need to be very, very careful. Do we have storm? We have storm finally. That means it's going to be a lot better. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Just hold positioning these workers over here. At least I think they're hold positioned. I'm not sure. Are these hold positioned, or are these like not working for the lack of attention that happens to basically everybody? I don't think Hayman actually realizes that these workers are not working. I think that was only a misclick. We have a couple of links trapped in the stasis trap. They're gonna go down except for one. Now we have hydras as well. I'm not exactly sure why we have hydras here. And we have a 1050 ultra cavern, as I wouldn't mind to see lurkers, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind seeing lurkers, as there's only Storm that could deal with the lurkers, and even Storm is not that great. We also need Vipers. I think the Lings are well overdue in this case, because we have a bunch of Oracles, we have Storm, we have Charge Lots, we have Archons. The Phoenixes can actually lift a couple of the Hydras if the mutas get cleared, or actually can deal with the mutas, so it is going to be a difficult fight for BALI without any spellcasters. I wouldn't mind to see Vipers here. We have the access, go for them, try to use them. I know it's not simple, but it is important to actually have that. Now, the army count is actually lower for Hayman. Worker count is higher, so that there's the supply advantage, the slight supply advantage. Couple of Bailings. Oh, that's going to actually deal with the Zealots. The Hydras stay intact. Couple of Phoenixes are moving in. They are threatening the Overlords. The Overlords need to be actually saved, otherwise BALI is going to get supply blocked. You cannot afford to lose that many Overlords. Oh, but you cannot also afford to lose Phoenixes this way. It's important to keep your Phoenixes. Don't sacrifice them for a couple of Overlords. That is not the play you want to have. So far, look at the resources lost tab. For this much action, I would say this is not that bad. 3.5 to 5.7k. So BALI has lost a bunch more, I would say. Not drastically more, and I love the static defense over here from our yellow Zerg. And I wouldn't mind if he would position his army closer to this exposed outer base, because this one is already kind of protected, right? I mean, there's so many spies. I wouldn't mind like one extra spore, like probably here and probably here, just to actually be able to counter some DTs if that's the case, you know, all that good jazz, like in case Hayman goes for DTs. Do we have a Dark Shrine? No Dark Shrine. I wouldn't mind that, just to actually have it, although there's not that much gas. 2 extra Stargates. I don't think you can support it with this amount of gas. How many extractors we have? We have 10 gases. That's kind of weird, kind of odd. The gas mining is the same on both sides. Now BALI is maxed out. He should actually attack, move across the map and attack, while the lurker upgrades are coming up. We have a extra hatchery coming up as well, so we're going to have what, 7 hatcheries. I wouldn't mind like one more either. But this is so far a nice macro game from both sides. Both players try to harass, try to attack, so everything looks really nice. And now the ultras are being shown. Oh, impeccable storms! What is happening here? Oh my goodness, this is looking absolutely devastating for the Zerg player. BALI is getting slaughtered, manhandled like a Giga Chat. Or at least, sorry, the Giga Chat would be Hayman over here, as Hayman just cleans up everything with the Mass Archon, Storm, and of course a bunch of Zealots. The Ultras did not stand too much of a chance. BALI is trying to spend his money. He is trying to get back on the on that horse that literally just basically chokeslammed him into the ground, under the ground literally. So yeah, it is not going to be really easy, but it's still doable as he has a huge bank. So if he can actually make something out of it, it would be nice. Now he needs a bunch of Banelings, but the problem is the gas is going to be really unforgiving here for BALI. Okay, battery overcharge has been popped. I don't think that was worth it, honestly, but Yeah, I don't want to judge anything here. Now BALI needs, yeah, there we go. He got additional overlords as well. You just go over a tad bit, like by a couple of overlords, so you can spare a couple for overseers and potentially have them die and still be able to max out. Now he's going to target this base. There's no battery overcharge. We saw it being used already, so this might just be actually a really bad position for Hayman if he loses this base, as this is a fresh base that is mining. He is going to be able to defend somewhat, I would say. There's the carriers, but what can you do once +3 finishes for those ultras? As they have chitinous, they have +2 already, so it's going to be like, what, 6 armor ultras? I want to say. I think it's +2 or 5 armor ultras? No, wait. I think it's 7 armor because there's 2 base armor. Do I get that right? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. I always forget how much armor do they have. Oh my god! Oh! Don't do this! Oh my lord! What? No! Man, the most unforgiving pathing, to be honest. Most unforgiving pathing. Like, absolutely devastating pathing over there. Oh my god. Literally. Oh, this one lurker is the MVP. What is happening? Lings are moving into the main base. And the natural as well. He's spreading the links. He's trying to actually spread the army. And he's spreading Hayman Finn as well. Let's see. There's a couple of storms. But oh, the Templars also fall. Archons survive somehow. That one lurker is still the MVP over here. Beautiful stuff here by BALI. He's going to overwhelm. Not even this many Archons can deal with this amount of lings, as he is going to slaughter Hayman's base. Ooh, oh, it is gonna deny +2 air. Oh, that would have been so crucial. There's a couple of zealots here. These lings are going to unpower everything. There's a single Stargate trying to produce a carrier, but it is not going to be that much enough. He needs a couple of corruptors. He will get them. How many corruptors do we have? 18 corruptors, 7 more coming up. 25 corruptors should be able to deal with 3 carriers and 2 phoenixes, right? 100% right. I wouldn't mind if he would go for an additional spire and a greater spire as well. So you can actually morph them into broodlords once the carriers die. So once the carriers die, those corruptors will be useless. You can actually pee on some of these buildings, of course. But now we're back into carrier production. So we're gonna have 3 carriers at a time. So maybe the corruptor production is going to be needed after all. Now we have 25. And I think BALI's letting his foot off the gas. He needs to be very, very careful, as Hayman is in an all-in position, in my opinion. He doesn't have too much gas, so he cannot really actually afford to do a lot. Now BALI needs to protect his base somehow. Oh, he's gonna move back. Let's see, everything is moving back, and it's gonna be a sandwich here on the side of BALI. Is going to take down these carriers. Oh no, but the corruptors. Yes, there we go. The target fire is going to be real. There we go. He can chase at this point, and he will chase, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be kind of a walk across the map and force the GG type of situation. Okay, Storm, just to showcase, hey, I'm here. I think this was a bad decision from Hayman. I know it's not great at this point, but I think you should have tried to preserve every single storm in case you still believe you want to win. If you don't, then sure, you're gonna preserve this time to actually think about the next game, think about the next map strategy and all that good jazz. But I would say never try to be the hero and take style points if you still want to win the game. Just win it cleanly, preserve your storm for units that actually died the storm, aka lings, banelings, all that stuff. Now everything is just falling, everything crumbling. Hayman's base is going down as well as his army. Everything feels like it's over, and there it is. There's the first GG. Hayman will tap out, and BALI takes game number 1. Alright, and for the next one, actually, we are gonna be back on the map. The one map. I'm looking for it, guys. I am indeed looking for it. Where's my sound? There we go. So, for the next one, we are going to look at the map of...
Alcione.
Shout out to my boy Ace every single time. We're back on Alcione, and we are going to look at our Zerg who dominated the late game in that previous Oceanborn game, and we're speaking about none other than BALI, of course, going up against the youngster who tries to prove that he can hang with the best, or not just the best, but even everybody. He is going to do everything, I'm pretty sure, to actually bring this game back and even out the series. This is Hayman. For a moment, I did not actually find that sound. I was like, wait a moment, what happened here? I know there's been an overhaul, but I didn't touch the rewards. Like, hello? Like, my channel point rewards? So where are they? Anyways. We are back here on this beautiful map. Not for long, I'm pretty sure. At the time of recording, the PTR patch 5.0.14 has been announced. I haven't looked at it too in depth. I had to go at it, but I was honestly too tired to actually process a lot of the information. So might have to, if I find the interest for it, I might try to have something. Now, BALI is going for something I like to call the BALI build, if this is what I think it is, as this is looking to be a really fun build. Oh yes. Judging by the positioning of the Overlord, this is gonna be indeed what I think it's gonna be. So he goes for a 16, I think it's a 16 pool. So nonetheless, it's gonna be an early pool, that's for sure. And we're gonna most likely see some links being dropped. Look at that, super early layer, and he's moving the overlords to this position. So it is kinda known as the BALI build. So he's gonna go for overlord speed as well, I think, over here potentially. I think that would be the case, as overlords will be able to morph into dropper lords when it comes to that. But I think you need this, and you also need, like, do you even go for, ooh, that's a lot of links actually. Hayman sees a lot of links there. Okay, I think BALI is going to go for these rocks, or maybe these rocks, something like that. It's gonna move across. Let's see, is it coming down here? Nope, that's not going to be the case, but he is going to drop these links into the main base of Hayman. And there is some dark spots here, so it's going to be really difficult to actually spot this. Alright, he is going to have 16 links over here, and he's going to have, oh, even Balings. I didn't even see this. Okay, so this is something extra. We're going to have link drop combined with a Baling bust. That is absolutely beautiful. I can say that I love this build order already. Imagine link drop plus Bane bust. Oh, and if those links could actually just get there. I mean, at this point, I think it's still fine. And the links in the main base are also wreaking havoc. Let's see, the Cybercore has been destroyed, so only Zealots can be more warped in, as these links are going to reign supreme. Over here, there's only 13 workers left for Hayman. This build is already a success. I think no other damage is needed, but BALI is going to try and close this game out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna have a hard time, as I think this is not meant to kill the Protoss unless they're like extremely unprepared. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to say about this. I think he should target down the Nexus, in my opinion, and just be happy with that. I don't think he needs to actually have anything. He's gonna go up to 30 workers and go for a Hydra Den, as he has it available, of course. Now he's gonna move down, potentially get some more drone probe kills. This is a disaster for Hayman, honestly. Like, he's not making workers again. Like, in this situation, you need to make workers constantly and spend every other penny that you have on units. Oh, Oh, first, first I thought it's gonna be like some kind of burrow. Hello, Stash. So this is looking absolutely beautiful for our Zerg player. Looks to be a really easy 2-0 in this best of 7. And he is executing this 1000% correctly, I think, in my opinion. He's gonna go for the next strategy that he has, which is going to be that Hydra play. And I don't know if he's going to, if he's doing the right call over here. Oh, beautiful cancel, but sees the Hydras, so he is going to be able to actually deduct something here. Oh, beautiful catch here. If he catches even one of the adepts, it's gonna be fine. And this is a disaster for Hayman, honestly. Like, I don't think how it could go worse. It's gonna go for a robo, which is not even the best case here. Is he gonna go for a miracle disruptor or something? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what he could do for this one. I'm sorry, Stash. I'm going to refund that that cheese request because we're not going to play. That is for me to cheese if I'm playing, but we're not playing, and we will not be playing for probably an extended time. So if I'm gonna play anything, the most I'm gonna play is probably team games. That is closest to 1v1. I am somewhat done with StarCraft, to be honest. I still love casting, but playing is not for me anymore. Okay, I think he's gonna lose the Cyber Core again. Oh, he's targeting it. Okay, nice. But now BALI is actually, he should not really care about this. Oh, and Hayman does not retarget that. Okay, what's the point of the forge? Maybe cannons, but honestly I don't know. I would target these Balings literally into the sentries or the mineral line. Yeah, I know this is Zerg cheese. I know what you mean, but the redeemable is actually the request for me to. It forces me to play a cheese game or a cheese strategy. But, you know, that's for me playing. Anyways. So one immortal is not really going to change anything. Colossus, I still don't think it's going to matter too much. I mean, one Colossus is not going to change anything, I'm pretty sure. And Hayman should just honestly see that, and I'm pretty sure he's going to see that. The Hydras are going to walk up, and now the probes come in, and they cannot even touch the Hydras pretty much. And there's the GG. 7 workers left versus 41. 95 versus 13 supply, actually. And that is going to be a 2-0, swift 2-0 with that link drop plus Baneling boss strategy. Beautiful stuff executed by BALI, and we're already off to game number 3. And we are back with game number 3. We are on Golden Aura. A really Protoss favorite map, I would have to say, in this map pool. And speaking of Protoss, here we have our Protoss, who is struggling down 2 games in this best of 7. We are looking at the main base of Hayman. And his opponent showcasing beautiful prep work, beautiful stuff here. He is showcasing some nice build order variety as well. He is none other than BALI. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I wouldn't mind if Hayman would like throw in a bit of cheese or something like that, you know, just try to get a swift victory with something that you're really confident with. You know, don't wait for the last possible game. In case you lose one more, you're down 3-0. So what are you gonna do after that, right? What's gonna be the strategy? Like, you're gonna throw in your best cheese, but if in case it fails, because you are gonna be like less confident because you were losing 3 games in a row, right? It's not going to be that great for your mental. Now let's see what the strategies are going to be. By the looks of it, it is going to be a fast pool and a fast gas for BALI. It's going to go for a queen. This looks like a standard 16 pool, but I'm not sure. Honestly, now that I think about it, it could could just be the roach build, honestly, that I like to play as well. Although he's just not rallying. No, he's not rallying into gas. Okay, so very small amounts of gas mined here. So this is definitely some kind of a yeah. Oh, and only link speed. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you should have the roach horn already. So okay. Probe tried to go back in. I don't know if he saw that this is a single drone mining gas. If he paid attention to that. It's really difficult to pay attention to these kind of details, because it's something else if you see 3 drones mining in gas, and if it's 1. Also, you can click on the gas and see how much it's missing. You know, 100, like 2250 is your starting gas count. And then you check this and you're like, oh, okay, so he's mined for close to 200 over here. You see, it mined like 170-ish. So 180, something like that, and you will be like, oh yeah, okay, so this is gas income. Okay, so 100 for link speed potentially, and what's the rest? You know, like if he mines like potentially roaches for early, or maybe a baling bus, right? But usually you don't do that off of a early pool. You would do the standard opener, and you would actually either go for third base as well, or you just go for the 2-base baling bust. Okay. Now Hayman, what's the tech on Hayman's side? Hayman doesn't know what's coming after him. He has no idea. Not yet, at least. He needs to send that hallucinated phoenix across the map. 4-minute Colossus, guys. 100% believable. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Even having that misclick on that hallucination, like, oh, this is so bad for Hayman. It is what it is. That Colossus is not gonna scout anything, but happens to the best. Oh man, this is so unfortunate. Like, I feel bad for the man, because, you know, he doesn't know what's coming for him. So BALI is going up to 4 gases. He's getting 3 instant gases. Gonna get the roach horn. He's gonna get the lair. He's gonna get roach speed, as well as like 4 gas worth of roaches. So with a third base as well. And he's gonna do, he could do like a 52 roach push, for example. Could do a 60, 66, a 72, 75. Above that, it's not really worth it, but yeah. BALI is instantly going for a overseer scout, which is absolutely beautiful. I wish I could have that type of habit while I was playing, because I think I lacked scouting quite a lot. Oh, okay, that's why we need the overseer. I see. Okay, beautiful. Okay, he needs to find a spot. I mean, he's gonna see that there's a stalker there. He's gonna see that there's stalkers everywhere. Do they see the overseer? No. All right, hallucinated. Oh, did he see it? Oh, he saw the knight. Did he click on it? That's the question. Did he see it, right? That is always the question. Did he manage to click on it? That's the important stuff. I mean, at this point, this could be anything, to be honest. This could be a roach horn, but did not scout the roach horn exactly, so double evil. Interesting positioning for it. Honestly, he could go for... I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Like, Hayman is in a decent spot right now. He has Colossus on the way, but I also saw Stargate finishing just now. I mean, this is confusing. Only 4 gateways. Economy doesn't look great. It's not producing probes. So I'm not sure what to say about this. Maybe he's gonna try to go for some... Oh, no, it's not gonna be a Colossus drop, definitely. Trying to figure out what this could turn into. Sees this Overseer. Oh, but he could save this potentially. There's a Void Ray coming up as well. So yeah, the Snidus has not been used at all. Okay, BALI tries to save this, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do so. Oh, it's gonna have... Oh, beautiful snipe here by Hayman. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I would siege this if I was BALI. No, never mind. He's gonna have the Void Ray just kill it. So Hayman so far, despite not having too many ideas what's coming up for him, he sees roaches, but there's already like there's already stuff coming up. There's 1-1 coming up. There's Hydras coming up. So Roach Hydra with even Lurker tech available on Lair tech, which is not gonna be that crucial honestly for Hayman if he knows how to actually play around it. But if he doesn't, then it's gonna be a really bad time for Hayman. That is kind of crucial to actually know what your opponent is doing, and he's trying his best to scout, but BALI's openings are not quite standard, so you need to be very on top of your game to actually know what's happening. We're gonna have a single Stargate fleet beacon over here, which I'm not exactly sure why we have, but it's kind of confusing honestly. BALI is actually doing the right thing. He's gonna say like, okay, sure, you're on 4 bases, I'm gonna go up to 5. Even double expanding, so this is absolutely beautiful. It's gonna make some space for his lurkers to move through. This army is a bit more clumpy, so he needs to make some space and needs to fight in an open area pretty much with this one, I think, to actually have like nice concaves and all that stuff. He actually burned all those Hydras, I'm pretty sure. Do we have any Hydras left? No Hydras, so that's gonna make him suffer against the things that Hayman has, or will have rather. Now the fleet beacon has finished and nothing started from the Stargate, which is absolutely a waste of resources. Now if you want to go for something, then might as well just keep an eye on what you trying to get. I mean, if it's gonna be like a single Stargate with carriers, yeah, I don't know honestly. Overseer, it's going to be able to go in there. We have a bunch of lings. Okay. I wouldn't mind if he would go across the map. Oh, that was ambitious, Hayman. That was absolutely ambitious. I would drop that Nidus network, Nidus worm if I was BALI there, and I would just go for the throat here and just move in. By the time Hayman just moves back into his main base, he would absolutely have the advantage of basically destroying one of his outer bases, right? And you can decide which one, but that would be the play. Either attack on the front and have the lings in the meantime wreak havoc in the main, or vice versa. Buy time with the lings. There we go. So he's gonna go for that Nidus, but is this gonna be too late? The Protoss army is actually going to just walk over BALI, I think. Oh, this is looking absolutely terrifying. The Nidus will finish up, but I think those lings would be in a better suit for this fight right now, as BALI is in a huge disadvantage. Force field is actually excellent from Hayman. Beautiful micro there. He's gonna try to shoot a couple with those disruptors. Need to be careful not to actually put them in harm's way at this point. Ooh, lurkers are attacking from the high ground. That is a beautiful move there by BALI, but those lurkers could also be there. Oh, beautiful disruption novas. And now the recall. Ooh, okay. Disruptor is gonna go down. That is also nice. And there's a couple of lurkers that are going to try to do something, but they're not gonna be the heroes of the day. There's a lot of workers that have fallen, 34 workers, and only 9 drones fallen for BALI. So BALI is still in this game. I wouldn't actually be surprised if BALI just managed to hold and just push across the map and win the game as it is. I think he could. Normally I would say he cannot actually attack up here, but I think he is in a decent spot. He can two-shot these cannons. Oh, he should not go for the pylons. He should go for the cannons. He should go for the cannons. This is too much DPS from the cannons. He needs to be very, very careful about this, as there's a couple of links. And now that the links are destroyed, he should take this base and move away. He should not move forward. He needs to walk away. There we go. That is beautiful execution here from BALI. Do we have that void ray from earlier? No, but we have that carrier. That carrier needs to go and clear that overseer, unless he wants unless Hayman wants a bunch of those. Do you have any links rallied? Unless he wants something like another round of links in there. Now BALI is super late on the hive. He is low on workers. I wouldn't even recommend to go hive on like 60 something workers, but yeah, he's gonna recreate those. He's gonna use the larva that remained here, that did not die. That's a move that I love to do. And now he's going to move in. Now, the one thing that Hayman has as an advantage, as he has those disruptors and he has 2 colossi, and these are kind of vulnerable to colossi except for the roaches. The roaches are somewhat tankier, but disruptors can actually deal with it quite nicely. Okay, BALI is going to split the army in 2. I don't think this is a good idea. For some reason, I just have a feeling that this might not be the best idea. I think the best idea would be to go up, try to target down the disruptors, and try to do some damage with them. Okay, he's gonna move in on that tight ramp. I don't recommend this, so he needs to move forward. He needs to move forward and snipe those disruptors. He's not gonna do that. Oh my god, BALI, don't do this to me. My heart is going to stop right now. Oh, you had the match won right now, but oh, he's too late on the other side. Now Hayman has a chance to just defend both positions, although he had to cancel that, or maybe it was a kill. I don't actually know. Oh, that's gonna be a couple of huge disruptors. And this is why, guys, I'm sorry to put it this way, but this is why the disruptor needs to be taken out of the game and replaced with something else that is not so much RNG, so to say. Beautiful stuff here on the side of Hayman. He's going to clean it up, and he's going to actually pull this game back into his favor, in my opinion. But let's be honest, those disruptors saved his day, that's for sure. Now obviously there was a misplay on the side of BALI. He should have started a step towards those disruptors and tried to take them out before they fire, and he could have just killed all those disruptors, or at least, you know, clean up most of them and lose like 1 ball worth of units. So that was kind of a misplay on the side of BALI, but I'll be completely honest, and this is no flame towards the Protoss race, but I think as a Protoss and against the Protoss, I had both sides of this matchup, and I had games where I won when I did not deserve it. And I also had games where I lost because I did not hit shots, and I also had games where I just literally just started a step towards the disruptors and I just killed them, and that's it. Carrier just gets popped instantly. BALI could move in and just try something there. Okay, he's gonna move for that. He's gonna move in and try to do some damage. Oh, he should target down the Colossus. Honestly, he needs to target down the Colossus. There we go. He's gonna target down the Colossus. Nice. Good job. Ooh, nice. Even shoots through the battery. Beautiful stuff. Oh, he needs to target down the Colossus. No, he's not targeting the Colossus. What is happening? The F2. Is that an F2? No, it's not an F2. What's happening here? Oh, no. BALI actually had that Colossus by the jungler. 10 kills and counting. That carrier could have been sniped, honestly, as well. No more carrier production, though. We have a single Stargate left. We only have like +1 for the carrier, so it should not matter that much. We're gonna have +1 air for the Zerg. Flying weapons are not bad, but in this case I would not invest too much in it, as Hayman is full on the ground. He is not really doing anything here. Oh, he's gonna move forward. There's the blink onto the extractor for some reason. Although I think there is a huge enough army here, so you cannot actually use it. Oh, is gonna manage to kind of shoot down this Nexus. Oh, this is big. And there was a recall here. I don't know. That was not a good call on the side of Hayman, I think. He should have gone forward with the base trade. Oh, all the disruptors are being taken down at home. Now he needs to be very, very careful not to pull those disruptors into range. And now he's going to clean up those lurkers. Is that going to be enough? There's one more disruption shot. And it's going to be pretty much a cleanup here on the side of Hayman. But BALI is trying to clean up everything. He's not going to be able to do so. There's 3 more disruptors here. And the last lurker will fall as well. BALI has no gas. And I think when a Zerg has no gas, it is, so to say, more than likely that it is a done deal. There's only a single carrier, single Colossus. These corruptors are dead supply. BALI overcommitted. This is a classic Zerg mistake. And I think the game is going to be over in just a bit. I don't think there's too much to do here for BALI. He doesn't really know yet, but he's going to find out once he sees that there's plenty of these stalkers coming across the map, and there's going to be like more stuff coming up. Okay, I'm not sure. There's a couple of mutas as well, but yeah, I don't think it's going to matter too much. This carrier is going to put in some work before it's going to fall. I think it's inevitable. But yeah, I think Hayman, if he keeps on with the ground, it's going to be really, really good. Although BALI is going to move into mass muta if he manages to live the day to see the day of mass muta. I don't think it's going to be the case. He's down in supply for pretty much the first time in the whole game, so to say. And now the corruptors are dead supply, and now he's going to realize that the close to 50 supply in corruptors is going to be useless to the fullest extent of the word. Yeah, Hayman is actually doing a really, really good job here. He realized that he does not have to make more carriers. He cancelled carrier production. He went on to mass ground. He had the good reaction. Not just good, but pretty much the perfect read on what's happening here. He's going to spread these workers. Pretty much nice done there. And he can just literally expand and all that stuff. BALI has saturated his gold base though. So he can actually... he needs to saturate the gas as well. Now, BALI is starved for gas. Okay? BALI is 100,000% starved for gas. He needs to prioritize gas. He should not prioritize these minerals. He should pull all the workers into gas. 100,000%. Now he's moving across with these corruptors, but these corruptors are just meat shield at this point. I mean, you can just literally get rid of them. At least go across the map and just, I don't know, try to snipe a base or something. I have no other ideas for these corruptors. Honestly, just pull the aggro onto them or something. I don't know. Like, these corruptors are, I'm sorry to put it this way, these are useless. Corruptor is probably the biggest gamble. If you do not realize that your opponent transitioned out of air and you make a bunch of corruptors, you're dead. And this is gonna be like the slowest death animation, unless there's gonna be a major mess up on the side of Hayman. And I hope I did not jinx it, by the way, just saying. Okay, BALI's making the most out of this this thing. Is gonna force a recall. Honestly, you can just leave these die, okay? You can just leave these die and then go away with the rest that you can. Oh, he needs to be careful. He needs to be very careful. He's going to lose a couple of these hydras, I'm pretty sure. No splits on these hydras. Beautiful shots here on the side of Hayman, but yeah, these are not even like the best shots that he could get. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not gonna flame either of these players, as I probably suck even more at the game than both of them. So yeah, but still, like, we did not see attempts to split against those disruptors. And it's important to know how to split your army against those disruptors. And of course, you need to also control the purification nova. Finally, BALI realizes that he needs the gas, but I don't think it's gonna be in time, honestly. Now that I think about it. Okay, he's gonna fill up the gases. This one I don't even mind, okay? I don't even care about it. Just leave it as it is. Doesn't matter. Overseers, I don't think they're going to actually matter at all. It has a bit of... No, actually does not have any gas. And yeah, this is gonna be Hayman just moving in, trying to do something here. Yeah, I think this is over. I think this is over. Yeah, there's the GG. And Hayman will take one game off of BALI. And that means the comeback has started, guys. Let's see what game number 4 has in store for us. And for game number 4, we are gonna look at Post-Youth. The one weird map that I have no idea how to play. I had no idea, well, speak in the past, and I still have no idea what's the optimal strategy. But without further ado, we're gonna have an extractor trick over here, as we are looking at the main base of Mr. BALI, going up against the victor of last game, known as Hayman, who's our Protoss player, just managing to pick up the pieces and finally put a point on the board. So congrats to Hayman for that victory, as it was a really, really cool one, in my opinion. So I don't mind it at all. I'm curious what this is gonna be, because this is looking interesting. This is looking interesting. We had a extractor trick, and I suppose it was a 15 hatchery. And then we had a... I'm not sure what we had here. This is not a standard... This is not a standard 15-15 opener, right? I don't think it is. BALI's gonna move 5 workers across. That is the correct number. But he needs to micro them onto those gold mineral patches. This is the issue with this half gold base. If you want to saturate it fast enough, then you need to be on point with your mineral micro, or drone drill, whatever you want to call it. So you need to be on top of it. You need to be able to pay attention to that while also not slipping up with your macro. Now Hayman does not saturate this gas for some reason. I think he forgot about it, and he stopped making any... Wait, what? How is he supply block? Oh, the pylon was a bit late. Okay, interesting. He's gonna go for a stalker first. A bit unfortunate here. Hello, Reclaim This. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're ready to enjoy some StarCraft. We're close to done, but nonetheless, we still have at least this game and one game. Yeah, I consider myself a small community caster, so to say. I'm more on the, you know, community side. Basically, I am casting, like, so to say, official games, if we count stuff like KSL and the occasional, like, some clan wars here and there, you know, or some tournaments. But I also love to cast ladder games. This is a exception because this is a best of 7 played in a tournament that a friend of mine submitted to me, but yeah. Wish people would cast more straight bronze games. I don't know, there's a magic to bronze games as well, but I'm kind of in the middle, you know? I love when I can actually relate to the game, because it happens to my to myself as well, or at least used to happen. Funny, what are these guys doing? Yeah, but also you don't want to be disrespectful to them, right? At least I think so. Okay, is that a scout from BALI? Ooh, that's actually a beautiful scout. So Hayman was afraid of the mine out, I think. Okay, BALI had to evacuate those drones, and yeah, kind of lost a couple of them. Lost 4 workers, not the worst for not having a spore. He kind of skipped the spore. I'm not sure why. He's going for a spire, which is an interesting choice. This is a pseudo 2-base spire play with a dirt hatchery as a macro hatch, pretty much. Dirt tree. Come come on. Dirt 3 is usually people when they say it's Dirt 3, it's not Dirt 3, okay? Like I know this stuff when they say Dirt 3. I can call myself Wood 6 if I want to. And I still have to acknowledge that I still play on a Diamond 3 level, even though I haven't played in like, I think, what's that, like 2 months. I just despise this map pool and this patch, to be honest. One ladder game, so what? Play more. That's all I can say. If you love the game and you feel the passion for it, then play more. All other games I just play bots and direct strike, that's also fine. Nobody says that it's not. That's also StarCraft. Whatever you have with the assets of StarCraft, it's considered StarCraft. I also love watching. I actually love watching casts and content. I used to love playing the game. Now, the past couple of months I was playing because I kind of forced myself to do so. Anyways, we have a couple of corruptors being added here, I think. At least we have one. Oh, and BALI's actually mismicroing this quite a bit. I'm not sure why this is happening, but yeah. Anyways, look at that. Nightbot coming in clutch with the promotion there, the shameless plug. Okay, couple of phoenixes. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a single Stargate though. And Hayman is actually committing to this play. He has Blink as well. So I'm not sure what to say here. So he has a Blink. He has a Forge as well. He did not use that. Not even for cannons. I wouldn't mind if he would actually have cannons. I think, versus Mutas. But now BALI is actually transitioning out of this. I mean, he saw the Mass Phoenixes and same, not as much, but it's kind of the same concept as having corruptors, as you cannot really have too much of an impact unless you have energy on these for graviton beams and picking up stuff, you know. The Phoenixes are a bit more flexible than the corruptors, but they still count as like kind of a dead supply if you go overboard with them. So at least in some conditions, as long as you have energy, good for you. And also versus Zerg, you can always snipe Overlord, so there's that as well. Corruptors actually take quite a lot of time to actually snipe bases. I mean, it's kind of like they both have their uses and you can kind of make some use of them. But yeah, this is what happens here. BALI should just walk the queens across, because this is looking absolutely terrifying. He's gonna lose too many overlords after some point, I think. The problem is he's also not moving across the map. He doesn't have link speed. Ooh, that's a bit of a blunder here by BALI. Okay. Alright, he is moving in with these corruptors and trying to snipe these phoenixes, but this is looking absolutely disastrous for BALI. He is going to be supply blocked. He has 7 overlords, the laser lords, but look at the money from Hayman. Like, this is absolutely brutal. Yes, you killed a bunch of overlords, but for what reason? You literally cost yourself the game. You're supply blocked for an eternity. You still commit to phoenixes. You're microing those 4 to 5 phoenixes like your life depends on it, and you don't have the extra APM to actually get some of those things. Like, look at this. Hayman has this APM. Absolutely amazing. It has this APM and doesn't actually do too much with it. Once again, guys, you can call out Diamond players for being like Smurfs and whatnot, for having like 4 to 500 APM, but if you don't know how to spend those and it's just button mashing, then I guess it's I guess it's kind of like whatever. Alright, BALI finally establishes himself on 4 bases, 4 fully saturated bases, which is really good for BALI. And he has +2 carapace on the way, +2 melee finishing really soon. He's gonna have ultras on the way. Wait, he has hive. Oh, there we go. And even adrenal. Okay, so we're trying to get back on the same page with this game. Hayman also trying to expand, like trying to spend that money. You can see that he spent most of his mineral bank, but he had like 3 to 4k resources at some point, which is not something that should ever happen, right? Like it should never ever in any circumstance happen in this at this stage of the game. Some players are close to maxing out at that point, and you should not actually have that. Now, once again, Hayman was not spending his money. This is the problem with this. Like, you need to be really on point. You need to do your duties, so to say, while before you start microing, and you also need to like pull away the phoenixes, then go back, macro a bit, go back to the phoenixes, move back into the battle. Like, you need to have those timings down, and you need to be very, very much on point with everything that you do. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like this. You're going to just basically float a crap ton of money, and you don't want to do that. Yes, you can spend it if you have the infrastructure later on, but you only have 9 gateways. So it's gonna be like the next warping cycle is going to take another set of like 1,000 minerals, so to say. If you warp in zealots, for example. If you warp in stalkers, you're going to spend your bank, but it's not going to be worth it. Oh, Lynx move through. They have Adrenal, they have 2-2. And now Ultra's also going to move in. Oh, those Hydras are blocking them. Oh, BALI blunder. Huge blunder. These Ultras are not attacking anything. And the Lynx are fighting alone. He needs to be careful. Oh, now the Hydras are actually close. Okay, never mind. There was a wall of Lynx there. These small positioning errors could actually lead to one player or the other just losing the game straight up because the fight is inefficient. Imagine all those Lynx and Ultras attacking at once, or imagine separately attacking. Like the Protoss has to deal with like 30 Lynx at once, and then like 5-6 Ultras. Other than like the Lynx tanking until the Ultras get close, and then the Ultras clean up everything. It's a hugely different fight. Battery overcharge is going to be effective at some point, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, that probe! That probe is surviving. Barely not surviving. The Nexus is gonna go down. The infrastructure is gonna be destroyed here, and I think we're a couple of seconds away from Hayman actually tapping out. Down to 55 supply. BALI is maxed. +3 melee will finish relatively soon. +3 armor is also going to be started, so soon to be done as well. But there's the GG. No time for that, as BALI puts himself on match point here on game number 4 on post youth. And we're gonna move on to game number 5 to see if BALI can close out the series, or if we're going to have more StarCraft to watch. And we're back for what could be potentially the last game, unless this Protoss player here on Side Delta manages to make a comeback and pull us one game after the other all the way to a deciding game number 7. But for now, game number 5 commences here on Side Delta, as we are looking in the bottom right side at Hayman's Protoss main nexus. Across the map, we are looking at the yellow hatchery representing the Zerg race. It is BALI. He's up 3-1 in a best of 7. That means first to 4. That means 4 out of 7. AK, this is match point for the Hungarian Zerg. And our American Protoss actually needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Let's see if he can manage to do so. BALI is going for a 16 hatch. And there we go. It's gonna go for a relatively early pool, I think. It's an earlier pool than usual. Or am I crazy? It's gonna have only 15 on minerals. Is this some kind of a weird build? I think everything is one supply earlier, but I'm not sure. I did not actually pay attention to the opener extremely closely. This might actually be a 15 hatch as well. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, across the map we have a fast wall off. This is interesting. So Hayman sees that something's not right. But what is it? What is it? That's the question. What is the not right part of everything? BALI is actually making drones. He's gonna make a pair of lynx as well. And 2 queens. So I'm kind of confused for now. We're just gonna go for lynx speed. Okay. Oh, okay. I had this feeling, guys. I had this very slight feeling that we might have something like this. BALI is going to go for a bang. Trying to close out this series. Okay, Twilight Council coming up for Hayman. This might actually be a Glavida push. This might be DT into Archon. There are a couple of options. Let's see. If he goes for Glaives, he's dead. Dark Shrine, okay. I don't know if he's dead. Is he dead? He might be dead, honestly. Dark Shrine will not finish until the roaches come in. I don't think he's gonna have any chances here. Oh no. Hayman has no idea. Literally no idea. There's 7 roaches moving across the map, 3 more hatching right now. This is gonna be absolutely devastating. Oh no, what? Why is this probe here? No, Hayman tries. Oh no, he's trying to block the scout. Oh, you're gonna have a scouting party, but not in form of an overlord. It's gonna be speedlings and roaches. Battery overcharge is gonna be late. Oh no, Hayman is in deep trouble. He's gonna have the battery targeted down, and now everything is falling apart. He has nothing left here. That is gonna go down. 2 more star. Oh, only a single Starker pops. Oh no, what a way to actually die here. It's gonna have the Dark Shrine, but there's nothing to actually repower the gateways with. Oh no, does BALI see this Dark Shrine? He sees the Dark Shrine, so he knows he cannot let Hayman repower this, and he's going to be able to close this one out. Oh no, he's gonna take down this pylon as well. It's not gonna make it any easier. And there's the GG as BALI claims victory 4-1 in this best of 7. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed it, then obviously you're right. This was a banger of a series, and I'm really happy that I could showcase you, and hopefully we'll have more from Mr. BALI in the future, as these are our banger series, and I'm very thankful that he thought of me to send this series to me. So yeah, absolute giga chat. And GG's to both players actually. Hayman had some good moves, but if I'm honest, which I am, I don't think he felt the game this on this very evening, so, or whenever this was played. So I'm looking forward to seeing a rematch, potentially, where Hayman puts on his S+ tier game. But nonetheless, GG's to BALI. He takes a swift 4-1 victory, and that was awesome.